Hello guys, it's John. Today I'm doing another weekly Blaze. So this is a somewhat special weekly Blaze, because it is actually the 10-year anniversary weekly Blaze, and today it's actually Sunday, about 11:30 p.m. And it's 6th, which is a little bit awkward because the actual start of weekly Blaze is on the 5th of October. But I'm like, okay, I don't want to do the anniversary week where it's like part in September and the last days of the anniversary. It feels a little weird to me. So I'm like, okay, the 6th to the 12th is like a day off of the original. It just happens to be a day later, but I figure this week makes more sense to be the anniversary week. Yeah. Weekly Blaze is now 10 years old. That sounds crazy to me. I think it also puts into perspective just how long I've been doing this, because for me, I feel like Weekly Blaze seems like a newer thing. I know it's been going for 10 years, but the gap between when I started YouTube and the start of Weekly Blaze is about 5 years. But that gap feels longer than the gap of starting Weekly Blaze to now, 10 years, which is weird, but, Yeah, I've been here a long time, but yeah, anyway. I do have some other stuff here because it is Sunday. I'll probably cut the video to get stuff set up afterwards, and I'll continue the Weekly Blaze, but yeah. And it's just weird that it's been 10 years. I'll probably talk more about this later in the week, honestly. Today I have some stuff I want to do, but, some stuff I got, but, yeah, I had to say something because it's the 6th, it's the closest we're going to get to the actual anniversary. It's just kind of crazy. Yeah, I'll probably put this video up on the 12th or 14th or something, I don't know, but, I know the first ever Weekly Blaze came out on the 12th, and the crazy thing about that is, that means in a few days when I look at that Weekly Blaze, it'll say 10 years old. That's gonna be a problem. But yeah, it's weird to think that I've been doing this for 10 years. I'll try and do some special stuff this week, honestly, just to try and make it a little more interesting. But yeah, it has been 10 years. That's insane. That's absolutely ridiculous. It was this idea, I guess, just to give some context before I do anything else. Again, I'll try and do some other stuff or talk about other stuff later in the week. But for today, I'll give some context to how I started Weekly Blaze, I guess. So the idea of Weekly Blaze actually came about back in August of 2013. The idea of vlogs was never a crazy idea to me. I always thought that was something I could do. But actually thinking further about it didn't happen until August of 13. So there's this channel. Well, I'm sure some people might be familiar if you're familiar with Pokemon stuff and you've been around a long time. The J-Wits, that channel. I don't think he uploads too often anymore. But back in 2013, he uploaded a lot, and he had this channel with his, I think it's his wife, called Wit's Life. I think they took down the channel or something. I haven't checked in years, but one time I did, and I think all the videos were just gone. But anyway. But it was a vlog channel. I liked this channel a lot, so I naturally watched the vlog channel. And I don't know, something about that channel, it didn't feel like vlogs I normally watched, and for some reason, or maybe they were like other vlogs, and I just hadn't watched them, because I wasn't really someone who watched vlogs. I was interested in making them, but I never watched them. But my definition of vlogs back then was just basically you recording yourself for 5-10 minutes, just about whatever, and that was really all there was to it. But then, they do stuff throughout a day or even multiple days, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And, well, I didn't want to show my face. That was kind of the main thing. I didn't want to show my face, and then, so I was like, I don't know if I could do that. But the whole thing, recording multiple things in a vlog just seems cool. I think that was probably standard by then. Honestly, I just didn't know that because I didn't really watch vlogs. I just watched theirs, so both their channels, and so yeah, eventually I had the idea. I just didn't do anything with it, and then eventually, by summer 2014, I thought maybe I could start, but again, I just didn't really want to show my face. And then finally, I was like, okay. It was since September. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll just do it without showing my face, just to see how it goes. Maybe I'll try and do something. I'll try and make it interesting, as interesting as I can. And then I ended up doing it. Finally, I finally did it starting on October 5th, 2014. I thought about doing it a little bit, a few days before that, but I'm like, I'll wait till the start of the new week and I'll make it a weekly thing. I actually didn't have a name for it at first. I was like, I don't know what to call this. My initial name was actually going to be The Blaze Weekly, which was interesting, but then I saw there was this I think it was a school or something. They had a school show thing that they had. It was with the same name. I'm like, I don't really want to infringe on that. So as this name came about, and then I kind of just did it. I did it for like 7 weeks, I think, in 2014, 7 weeks straight, and then I stopped, and I'm like, I'll be back. I'm saying like a 2 week break. I didn't come back. I didn't come back. I literally started on my last winter break, which is really stupid. I should have really just started like 2 weeks prior to record during winter break. And then I came back, and then 2015 I was actually fairly consistent. There were definitely some caps in the weeks, but like it was never too bad. Although I did end up skipping the second week of winter break, which is really stupid. And then I actually I recorded, I had like these two long episodes from like early 2016, but like 2016 I was fairly inconsistent, and again I stopped right before. It was right before winter break again I stopped. And then I just didn't do anything in 2017. I like had a few attempts. I don't know if I still have the SD cards. If not, like, I don't know. Maybe I'll upload them eventually. It's like unlisted things. But I actually did have a few attempts in 2017. I just never did anything else with them. And I still have them. I might upload them just like as like a random bonus thing. But I don't think I do. Maybe I do. I don't know. I'll have to check. And then finally, 2018, I did have a couple attempts in early 2018, but finally, I started it back up in June. It was great. I was like fairly consistent. Like again, I skipped weeks, but that was never like a thing that I didn't do aside from like the first 7 weeks where I'm like I'm gonna do this every single week, but that didn't pan out. But anyway, I did okay for the latter half of 2018, but then again, I stopped right before winter break. Again, I just could not do it. I could not have a weekly plays go through any of my winter breaks during high school, or I guess junior high, because I started in 8th grade. But yeah, it just was not happening. I think 2015 was literally like my freshman year of high school. Was like literally the only time I actually did it. And it was only the first week, but I at least did it. Yeah, because 14 I didn't do it at all, and then 16. Yeah, 16 and 18 I stopped before it, and then yeah, 17 I just didn't do any of the places that year at all. But yeah, anyway. Then I stopped, and I started back up my last week of high school, which was in May 2019. But yeah, I was fairly decent with this, and I actually did record throughout winter break. I think it's not winter break, but you know what I mean, like Christmas time. I was really consistent, actually, for that time, which is nice. But I had the decade change one where I went into January 2020, and then for January 2020 I had one, like, 2 week long episode, and then that was it. I just stopped for a while. I didn't do anything else in 2020, and then 2021, November 21, I might upload this, if I ever do like a bonus video of like 17 and stuff and whatnot, then I'll probably do this one, but there's this one, it was like a special, not special, it was like my attempt to restart weekly plays. I started it in November 2021, and it was kind of similar to how my restart was in January 2022, except just like a little bit shorter, and I just kind of stopped and didn't record again. It's like my 17 attempts all over again, but yeah. Then finally in January 2022, I'm like, okay, I should probably restart this now, just for fun. I'll just upload the stuff I want to upload, and well, I did, and then it's been going ever since, and it's been like at least decently consistent. Yeah, I know I don't like upload every week, and I also don't try to record every week anymore. Like even back in the day, that was always my goal. I knew I wasn't gonna do it, but still, that's not even like a plan anymore for me. But anyway, yeah, I think that's everything with that I want to talk about right now. I'll talk probably more about it later this week, but before I move on, there's one other thing. There was this really crazy like Beyblade set that was like just announced, like right before I came out here to record. Actually, I don't know how to get it. It's like not an anniversary. It's like a special set, but let's see. Okay, so it's a special Beyblade. It's called the Drawn Deck Starter, and this comes with like a really cool like white launcher. It's kind of similar to the other ones with like the white and black. There's a bit of gold on it. You got 3 bays in there though. You have Drawn Sword 480 disc ball, Drawn Dagger 960 low flat, and Drawn Buster 370 needle. Yeah, this is crazy because it's like white, black, and gold. Like there's black for like the plastic underneath the blade, the gear chip, a little bit on the gear chip sticker as well, the inner part of the ratchet, and like the upper part of the bit. And then you also have gold for all the like detailing on the oh no, black is only on the gear chip for Uh, only the blade with the gear chip for two of them. Drun Buster has it underneath. My bad. Then gold is for the underneath of sword and dagger. But Buster also has gold, but it's on the upper part of the plastic, like where the prongs are. Okay, that makes sense. And then also the outer part of the ratchet and like the under part, like the main part of the bit, they're both gold. And then the actual metal is going to be painted white. I have wanted white paint back forever. I ever since Bakushin Susanoo, I've wanted white paint back in Beyblade. We finally got it, so yeah. Very, very crazy stuff on this. I'm really excited for that set. I hope it's not too hard to get because it's like this weird, like, it's not an anniversary set, but it's like this like, apparently, like, world championship thing. It looks like it might just be a promotional thing, like maybe like a B4 store thing, which is fine. Those are fairly easy to get, actually. Assuming it is, then yes, I will pick this one up. There's nothing else to get it for like Christmas or something, but yeah, if it's expensive though, yeah, I'm not bothering with this because it's just recolors. But like, if it's affordable enough, like if it's like I don't know, $60 or so, I'll pick this one up for sure. But yeah, anyway, that's all for now. I'm actually going to transition to the tripod here in a second. I have to get that out, but I will continue this weekly blaze for today, just for an unboxing part. Then I'll do other stuff later in the week. But yeah, let's go ahead and start doing that now. Alright, so I have this here Amazon package. So this is supposed to be the 2-packs for Wave 2 of Beyblade X. From Hasbro, if I didn't mention that, but I'm opening this on camera just because I want to see if they actually got this right. Because I know the last time I ordered stuff, it didn't go so well. I ordered... Well, I got the Extreme set from Amazon. That went fine. And I also got the 2-pack from Amazon. That also went fine. But Samurai Steel and Terra Stroke I got from GameStop, they messed up on Samurai Steel. They gave me Night Shield instead, so I had to reorder it. And they did give me Samurai Steel a second try, but now I'm paranoid that they just are not going to pay enough attention to the Hasbro days, and they're going to screw up. You know, Amazon's not the one who did it, but still. It's a worry of mine. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Okay, that's correct. That is Bite Croc, or Croc Bite. With the, I think this is an exclusive Unicorn Sting recolor. As far as I'm aware, this doesn't exist in Takatomi's products as of right now. So yeah, so one is correct. Please be Kong Yell. Please be Kong Yell. And okay, they actually got them right. Good. Yeah, if you can't tell, I'm slightly paranoid about buying these because I could see them just being like, oh, these are kids' toys, and just don't pay attention to the box or like numbers or whatever they use to identify these. So, okay, cool. I actually have them. Nice. I'll probably start with this one here and then this one. These will be up. This will be up the 8th. This will be up the 10th, and then assuming, because I did order from GameStop, the Tyranno Roar and what's the other one that I just forgot? Bear Scratch. So I'll get those in hopefully before the 12th, and assuming I do, then I will put up one of those the 12th, the other one the 14th, probably Bear Scratch the 12th, and Tyranno Roar the 14th, and then news video the 16th. So yeah, by the videos should be a thing for the first half of this month, and then after that, well, actually I don't have a lot of plans, so I'm going to have to think of a couple more videos. I do have one in mind though already, which is going to be like talking about the Hasbro Blade variants, and then yeah, I'll probably do like one other video at some point as well. So I think the only other video I have planned for the latter half of the month is literally just the Solar Wolf unboxing, which is a little bit light, so I'll probably have to think of something else, but yeah. Yeah, so go ahead and make these videos now, because, I mean, why not? It's only the, 6th? Might be the 7th by now. Might be after midnight, I'm not sure, but still, I don't have to upload these today, but just want to get them done, so I will go ahead and make these videos now. So yeah, I'll go ahead and get started on this one, and I'll be back in this week with Blaze at some point later in the week if, I mean, well, if it's not like a normal part of the weekly blaze, and it'll just be unboxing the GameStop stuff. Because again, I do want to unbox on camera, see if they actually get it right. But yeah, let's just hope they do. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and unbox these now, so that'll be fun. Alright, it's now Thursday at like 12:30 a.m. So for the 10-year anniversary weekly blaze, I'm gonna go through every single weekly blaze and just kind of try to get my best one for each year. It's like a really stupid idea. It's like the best thing I could think of for like a fun, well, fun anniversary thing. Um, yeah, I know weekly blazes have never really gotten many views. I think like the highest one's like not even 50, which is crazy. Um, Not saying I don't understand that, because obviously these types of videos are very, very niche, and I think someone would only watch these if they like wanted to actually watch everything on my channel. Because I think vlogs, unless if you're like a vlogging channel, I feel like vlogs are a lot harder to sell, and if you're a small channel, then no, it's not gonna go too well. Anyway, I just want to go through all of them though, just for fun. And I might also try to find some of the other stuff to release, because I did mention like SD cards, I think. After I'm not recording right now, I'm actually going to go through and look at them. So yeah, I'm going to go through all of these weekly blazes. So we'll see how that goes. So let me go ahead and pull these up here. Let's go ahead and get to that. Okay, close that stuff. All right. So, all right, playlists. Okay. So weekly blaze. Okay, so first up, I'm not gonna talk about the titles of these, because like on the actually, unless if I can go through the other app, because I can't see the full title on the YouTube playlists, and I'm not clicking each and every one of them to try and figure that out. So if I can do that. Okay, this thing. Oh yeah, hold on. I got this. Let's do weekly blaze, and we'll see if there's anything I can do. I mean, this is better, I guess. I could see some of them, like the full title, so I guess we'll just go with that. So for 2014, I only had a few, actually only 7, this was the first year. So the first one up was Welcome, that was the first one I ever did. Then you also had Rants, and I remember most of these pretty well, by the way, but anyway. Super Smash Bros. Reveals, A Crappy Halloween, Long Weekend, finally uploaded, and the shortest weekly blaze ever of all time. Okay. The latter two definitely were not the best, but some of these were good, but I think it's really between two of them. I think A Long Weekend was pretty good from what I remember. Although maybe just because I was like getting back into Pokemon at the time, like in Pokemon cards and stuff, and I just enjoyed the time period, but I think Welcome is probably the best one from 2014. I think that was what the best weekly blaze. It was kind of like the. I don't know if anyone heard that. That's like my Achilles tendon just making a very loud crunch. That's not good. But it does that all the time, so I'm probably fine. Anyway, that was very loud. Anyways, I think that episode I kind of redid in a way, not entirely, but I sort of did because I was more active in the sense of like, oh, I went downstairs, I went into the basement, I did like everything in that first episode. I kind of introduced everything very well, I would say. And because it was new, I felt the need to try a little bit harder, I guess. I didn't know what to do exactly, so it wasn't the best in some senses, but I think as an intro episode, I think had I not actually come back to Weekly Plays when I did, if I just stopped them permanently after 2020, like the start of the year, that probably would have been one of the best Weekly Blazes I did, and also like if someone wants to watch for some reason, like the important Weekly Blazes, this one would probably be one of them, like one of the most important, I would say. I guess if for some reason anyone's watching this and you want to watch like the best ones, the two I mentioned are like the two worth watching. The other ones, I mean, like, it's me when I was like, what, 14? Like, it's not that good, so I think the first episode's the best because it does introduce the whole series, and while I did again kind of try to redo that in a sense, I think, you know, it still holds up to this, to being something to start the whole thing off. And aside from that, I think there's like only one other one worth watching, which is the long weekend one. Now from 2015, we have a lot of them here. I'll go through each one. So we have I'm Back. This is a decent one. Then we have another short episode. Yeah, that one's kind of whatever. But then we have this. These are fun if you like amiibo stuff. We have the amiibo episode, the amiibo episode continued, the amiibo episode 3, and then Sickness. Which Sickness, while I was sick, it was basically just like the amiibo episode 4. But anyway, if you like amiibo stuff, those were a fun time. I liked those actually. Those were fun to talk about. But yeah, if not, it's kind of whatever. Then we have I don't know what to call this episode. The longest episode. Not okay. Anyway, just the longest episode. Laptops and headsets, new tripod and Mega Man games, retro games and Pokemon cards. All these are like pretty solid, I would say. Spring Break. Well, that was actually a pretty good one. Easter and Back to School. That one's kind of whatever. Another short episode. That one I don't like either. Well, not that much. Introducing my new futon. That one's decent. Chef Blaze. This is a classic one to me because this is where the Chef Blaze idea came from, which of course isn't as prevalent now, but like back then it was pretty cool. We have Ideas. I don't like that one. Beyblade Talk was pretty nice. Chef Blaze Strikes Back. Okay, this one's interesting because I called it Chef Blaze Strikes Back, but like, it's funny because I graduated 8th grade this year, like this week, so like you'd think I'd go more on that, but this one's also kind of an episode that I like because yeah, I did finish 8th grade. It's more interesting. I was talking about like the graduation stuff and how that was going, and I think that was a better week overall. Probably the best one of 2015 so far, I would say. But immediately that's eclipsed because then we have the new longest week of the Blaze. That one, that was a classic right there. So Amiibo, like this Smash 4 Amiibo, like the fourth wave of them, and then also Silver Mario, the Splatoon 3 pack, they all came out at this time on the 29th of May 2015, which is where this one goes from the 24th to the 30th. So it's also my first week of summer, but yeah. I was going through like an entire like strategy of how I was going to get all of them. This was a fun one, I think. Then we have 2 weeks in one. This one's actually a good one. I think this gives a lot of context to like me getting into Bakutech. Bakugan and anime. This one's also a classic because again, Bakutech. 6 years on YouTube. Yep, another one with Bakutech stuff. And then we have 2 weeks in one. It's a different wording, but anyway. That one's decent. Back to School. I don't like this one at all. Super Mario Maker and Heat. That one's fine. I miss summer and my birthday. That one's okay. Consoles is pretty good. It's okay, I guess, but random stuff is okay. 1 year anniversary Weekly Blaze. This one's actually pretty good. And then, let's see here, we got Plans. That one's okay. Thanksgiving is okay. Christmas Decorations is also okay. Project Comet, I don't like this one. Winter Break Hype is decent, and Belated Christmas Video is good, I would say. I think the best one's probably the new longest weekly blaze. First week of summer, the Amiibo Wave 4 strategy. This is just the classic one to me, I think. Probably better than Welcome as well. I think this one was a pretty good one. But yeah. Obviously, again, while I do remember these, I haven't like rewatched them. I mean, there's a few that maybe I've rewatched parts of more recently, but a lot of those are newer ones, like to reference things, because I'm like, oh, I said this about Beyblade in a Weekly Blaze. I need to go check to see what I said. I haven't really watched many older ones in like a long while at this point. I don't think I've ever really sat down to watch like a full Weekly Blaze, like an old one, but from what I remember, this is just kind of how I'm remembering them, and I think that one was like probably the best so far. Also, 2015 had like the most, so my other years won't be this, extensive. Anyway, 2016 had a few. So we had Not So Weekly, and then the other odd one. I don't like either of these. Better Lighting. This one's okay. Then we have Insert Stupid Title Here. That one's also okay. 4th of July and other things. This one's good, I would say. Short Weekly Plays. Back to School. Good enough, I guess. Finally Back is okay. Insert Title Here is fine. Short Video and Thanksgiving. I don't really care for either of these. Christmas Decorations is okay. Finally, a long episode is good, I think. The best one here is probably 4th of July and other things from like July of 16. Yeah, 16, I don't really like the 2016 Weekly Plays very much, honestly. I don't know what happened. Like, I feel like 2015 went really well, and 16 just kind of like not as good. Yeah, I don't know what happened to them, but yeah, I think that was like the 4th of July one's probably the best one. I don't think it was like anything that crazy. I think like there's at least like got to be like 5, maybe even 10 of the 2015 ones that were better. I don't even think this one holds up to like either the best other ones. I think Welcome is still better than this one. So yeah. Then of course I skipped 2017. I already mentioned this earlier in the Weekly Blaze. 2018. Let's see. We had Revival. This is a great one actually. Revival. Although I will say my audio in the 2018 episodes was bad. Like all my videos from around that time. But if you look back to that, I think Revival. This is actually a really good episode. My final week of my junior year of high school actually, and just kind of getting back to Weekly Blaze for the first time in like a year and a half. It was a good time. Kind of another one that works as a good introductory episode to Weekly Plays, I think. Actually, probably eclipses Welcome, honestly. I think this one might have done it before I came back more recently, now that I think about it. But yeah. Yeah, this one, I like this one. So, yeah, we have E3 and Plans. I like this one a lot, actually, as well. We have Project Ascension. No, I don't like that one. Shorter episode is fine. Rewind. I actually like this one quite a bit because this was the week where I had to go back to my junior high because I was going to senior year and we had senior pictures and they had the senior picture stuff in the junior high library, so I went back into the junior high for the first time in like 3 years, and I talked about like how weird it was. I'm like, I just kind of went back there and it was like not weird. It was like it didn't feel weird, but by not feeling weird, like I felt normal. It also just kind of felt weird because it had been 3 years, but didn't feel like it at all. So I'm like, what is time anymore? I think I still agree with myself on that one. I think my past self actually made some good arguments here. I was only like 17, so I wouldn't expect a whole lot, but no, I actually did well here. Actually, this is one of the ones I did rewatch, at least part of more recently. One of the few, because I was like, I want to know what I said about that. Yeah, anyway. That one, that one I think was one of the better ones. After that, we have projects and schedules. This one's actually pretty good. Beyblade and music, I actually like this one quite a bit. If you like music, that one's a better one. Ultimate, this one is basically me talking about the Smash Ultimate Direct from August 2018, the entire week. It was over 2 hours long. It's a good one, but like it might be a little bit excessive, I'm not gonna lie. After that, Rambling, this one's good, I think. And we have Beginning of School. This one's also good. This is like the only Beginning of School that I think was like pretty good. Then we have Scattered. This one's also good. Discussions is decent. Direct is decent. Birthday is decent. Caught Up is decent. Return is good. PC is, it's okay. And then Break Begins, which is pretty good. Yeah, 2018 was a lot better. I think the best episode, though, kind of hard to say, but honestly, I think Revival's the best one here. I think that there's other good ones that I do like, but I think that's probably the best one, 2018. Again, it was just kind of a better reintroduction episode. And also just at that point, a better introduction to what Weekly Blaze is, because obviously I didn't know entirely what I was doing in 2014. So this one, I think, is the best, and probably better than both the best of 14 and 16. I don't think it quite beats the best of 15, though, but it's pretty good. I think 18 is much more comparable to 15, but Nah, it's not quite to the same extent. Although I was a little bit older and less stupid, so in that sense, I think it's better. But at the same time, I mean, I don't know. 15 just had a different energy to it. I think. Yeah, 2015 is like my favorite year of all time. So there's that. But anyway, going to 2019. 2019, the best weekly plays of 19. Also, I'm going to count the two, well, one and a half I did in 2020 because I'm just going to say right now neither one's going to be the best. But we'll talk a little bit about them, I guess. So 2019, we got the end of high school. This is automatically one of the best. I mean, it's literally going over my final week of senior year of high school. We have first week of summer, pretty good. Cameras, good. Graduation, good. E3 and orientation, actually, I like this one a lot. This is a really good one. Then we have new camera. This one is pretty good. I think it's not like overly interesting, but the fact that I finally got a new camera and my audio finally wasn't awful makes this one actually kind of good. Random discussion, this one's okay. Decade is pretty good. Focus is decent. Conversing is decent. Summer's End, this one is... Oh no, this one's decent. The next one, the College Chronicles. This one, I mean, this one's easily the best of 2019, for sure. I'm just going to say that right now. This one, this is... I think this might beat out 15's best. Potentially, it's close. No, it beats it. This one's funny because basically it was me. It was like it was three different stories about the same thing. So I started off. It was like right before. It was like the night before I started college, and I'm like talking about like how I'm not excited about my classes. I don't like it. But the big thing for me is like I don't want to drive there. I don't like driving. I still don't like driving, but you know. Anyway, I was just kind of trying to hype myself up in a sense to be like, okay, I can do that. And then I come back. It's like middle of the week. It's and at this point I am like, yeah, the driving part was actually fine, but it's the classes that's the problem. And I was just like, I hated everything about them. And I'm like, yeah, there's one class I don't like. I'm just gonna drop, which they wouldn't let me drop, and that plays into the third part. But yeah, I remember this one. I was just like, before I'm like trying to hype myself up, like I got this, and it's just me like completely just already drained. And then the third part's a few days later. It's like the weekend at this point, and I'm like, yeah. By the way, I'm just not going anymore. Like I'm gonna switch to online college. And funny thing though is because of how the world ended up in 2020, which would have been in that first year of college. Maybe I did dodge a bullet. Honestly, could have actually been a good play. Not gonna lie. So yeah, because at this point, I think I remember it was such a battle to get to online college. Like I always wanted to do online school. Like ever since I was like even like back when I was in like first grade, I wanted to be homeschooled. But when I saw online schooling was more of a thing in like eighth grade, I'm like, oh well, I want to do that. And it was argument. It was just arguments every year. Well, freshman year I didn't argue too much because it was high school. I was like interested to see what it was going to be like. A lot of arguments sophomore year, a lot more junior year. Senior year I didn't argue as much because I'm like, okay, it's my final year of high school. Like at this point, I might as well just deal with it. And then, um, yeah, I probably made the biggest push in for college. Um, yeah. And then eventually it got to the point of like, well, at first it was like, yeah, I can do that after 2 years. But then it was like, eventually I argued my way to getting it like, okay, just do this semester, then you could do it. And that's when I kind of came onto those weekly plays where I'm like, with a mindset, like, I just have to get through one semester. But that class, like, like the main part of the grade of the class was like two assignments. One was a presentation, the other one was a group presentation. I'm awful at presenting, and which might seem weird because I do YouTube stuff, but like, it's different when you're in front of people. And then I'm horrible at group work. I hate having to like have someone like above me telling me what I'm supposed to be doing. That annoys me. But I also don't like having to tell people what to do because I'm not good at that. And even if you're trying to work in a team, it's like kind of both, and it's less bad in some ways, but also worse in other ways. I just don't like dealing with group stuff. Like just let me do everything I can on my own. That's then I do well. But like if you tell me to work in a group, it doesn't work well. So I'm like, okay, I have to drop this class, and then it wouldn't let me. I talk about this in that weekly plays. But yeah, that one is definitely the best 2019 weekly plays, and the last one we talked about so far. It was a really good one, just because it was like such a, because it wasn't just like one shift. It was two different shifts. There's three entire sections of this video that were entirely different. One was me just trying to hype myself up, trying to be positive. The other one is just me being done negative, and the other one's just like, okay, I'm done with that. Like just more neutral, just like I didn't care anymore. So it's a fun one to watch, I think. After that we had Post War, which is pretty good. 19 was decent. Time Skip is it's good, and Thanksgiving is it's good enough, I would say. Bonus, I actually like Bonus quite a bit. This is probably one of the better ones of the year for sure. Definitely top five. Diablos was. I don't like this one anymore because I feel like the argument I had is not great. Oh yeah, by the way, in a lot of these like 2018 and 19 weekly places, I had horrible Beyblade takes. It was very funny. Diablos, I think, is like okay, but the opinions were a bit questionable. After that, we had unboxings, which this is a pretty good one. Then Decade Changes. I like this one actually. This one's fun. After that, we have Direct, which is it's actually good, I would say. This is like the one 2021, but yeah. Then we move on to 2022. I already talked about the best of 19, so let's just move on. So, if you want me to say the best of 20, probably just Direct. It's like the only full one in the year. 21, and yeah, nothing. We have 22. Revival 2. This is a really good one. Again, it reintroduces the series. Then we have Recap, which is good. Games is good. Catch Up is good. Caught Up is good. Consoles and other stuff, I actually like this one a lot. Because it's me talking about like a lot of console stuff, which I hadn't done since like 2015, and like, just kind of a classic episode, I feel. But it was like more recent, so anyway. Then we have Summer Break Hype. That one was decent. Summer Break. Oh no, Summer is Finally Here. That was good. New stuff. I actually like this one a lot. Rare is decent. Random Newsweek is decent. The Usual is decent enough. Hobbies is good. I actually like that one quite a bit as well. Record. This one's funny because actually the name of this one's meant to be kind of two names. You could say it's Record or Record. Record because it breaks the record. You know, it was the longest weekly plays. It was like 2 hours, 20 minutes. But you can also say record because I was just recording constantly the entire week. So, yeah, I mean, record's probably like the main name I would use, but like you could say it's record as well because I just kept recording. Then we have, after that, let's see, Beetle War. This is actually a fun one. I like the one quite a bit. Then we have Sets and Direct. This one's also really good. 22 is decent. Waiting is decent. Stores is fine. Newsweek is good enough. Box, this one's funny actually. I have a story behind this one. So this one, I mean, the episode itself is like good, but I had this thing where I just like came on to say like color of the day. I don't know why I did it honestly. I'm not gonna get into the colors themselves. If you want to watch it, you could find out. But I realized that the colors themselves, I'm like, oh wait a minute, these kind of make up a specific color palette that I did not intend for. So that's why in the description, because I originally was called colors just because it was like a funny thing. But I'm like, wait, this could be easily misconstrued as something else. I feel, and I don't want that to be the takeaway because it's not the case. So I'm like, wait, I should probably change the title and also add to the description. Like, they don't actually mean anything. I didn't realize that, so at the time. I was just, like, saying random colors of the day. But anyway, that one, I don't know if I ever talked about that before, like, the unintentional thing there, but yeah, that one, aside from that, though, it was a good episode, I would say, but, yeah. And then, let's see, we have, next one is Halloween. Halloween was actually... I remember this episode being actually kind of decent. Trees is good. Although this was the year that I left my Christmas trees up in my room for way too long. Anyway, then we had Final News Week ? This one was good. After this, at like Thanksgiving, last month, third wave, semesters, and I don't really care for any of these, honestly. I was really trying to make the longest string of weekly blazes that I possibly could. Because like before this, I'd only gone 19 weeks in a row, so I wanted to go 20 weeks in a row, and I was definitely stretching that. Anyway, but after that though, then I had Christmas time. This one's actually pretty good. I like that one, and then also the end of 2022 is pretty good, and then after that, New Year is decent. Nonsense and the 20th are both kind of whatever. But yeah. Oh, this is getting to 2023. My bad. Let's see. The end of 2022 is like the end of, well, 2022. But the best of 2022 to me personally, I do like Revival too, but I think as an intro episode, I feel like you could still kind of plug in like the first Revival and it's fine. I think my favorite one that I did in 2022 is honestly probably Record. Like it's very long, but it's my favorite one I did. I don't think it beats out Beetle War though. Not Beetle War. What am I saying? That I was looking at the title of that anyway. I don't think it beats out the College Chronicles though. After that we have 2023. So you already talked about some of these. Yeah, New Year nonsense the 20th. Or all whatever. But yeah, then we have Already, which is fine. Then let's see. Talking about new stuff is good. New is fine. Disappointment. This one I don't really like. Everything. This one's good. Summer Break, good. X, this one I actually think is decent. I don't know why I don't like this one as much as I thought I would. June Newsweek, this is where the Newsweeks really come into play, where it's like almost every weekly place is just that. But yeah, June Newsweek is, it's good. Sick, no, I don't like this one. Still Sick in Games is decent. July Newsweek is, oh no, July Newsweek, but not really. This one's okay. The 14th year is good. Derailed is kind of whatever. Waiting Forever is decent. August Newsweek is decent. Beetle War 2 is good. September Newsweek, this one. Yeah, I don't even want to comment on that one. 23 is fine. October Newsweek is good. Variety, I actually like this one quite a bit. And then November Newsweek is good. And then December Newsweek is fine. Christmas is okay. Yeah, I don't feel like I cared as much about the 23 ones, honestly. Um, I think the best one from 23, honestly, probably Beetle War 2. It's like the only one I could think of that I don't like. Well, I mean, I like the other ones, but like, this is probably the best one, I feel. But it's not like that great. It's definitely not hitting any of the other ones. Like, okay, well, it beats out like 14, 16, but nothing else, I don't think. So, yeah. I'm starting to realize I think the College Chronicles is like the best weekly plays I've done just because of how funny it is. After that, we have 2024. So this isn't done yet, but so far this year we got January Newsweek. This is pretty good. And then February Newsweek is good. March Newsweek, but it's 2 weeks, is decent. April Newsweek is fine. Summer Break is good. May Newsweek, this one, I actually like this one quite a bit. June Newsweek is really good. I like this one for sure. Direct is good. The 15th year, I think this is the best one of the year already. I like this one quite a bit actually. August Newsweek is good. Summer Newsweek and 24 are both good, I would say. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's the best. I already know. Well, one of the best one of this year, the 15th year, and I think that's the best one. College Chronicles is the best. But yeah, that's my whole weekly plays not tier list. I guess pseudo ranking. I thought it'd be fun to at least do something for those weekly plays. That's a bit special. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and to look for these old videos. I'll do like a compilation or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. To see if I even have any of them. I don't know if I will, but I'm gonna go ahead and look through my pile of my junk pile right there, like the tape, old headphones and whatnot. Under there, I have some old SD cards. So see what I find. And I'm about to run out of time on my camera because it only records up to a half hour, and we're almost there. But yeah, anyway. So I'm going to go ahead, figure that out, see if I have anything I could use. Hopefully I do. We'll see. I'll talk about that tomorrow or the day after or whatever. But yeah, until then, let's see how that goes. Alright, still the same day, but just update I found for SD cards. See what I have on these. I am genuinely curious. I'm going to go and check them out, and again, I will be back at some point soon here to go over them. I just wanted to say that, yeah, I found 4. That's more than I expected, so yeah, I'll check these out. Hopefully there was something on them that I could put up somewhere. We'll see. Alright, it is now Friday at almost 9 a.m. Why am I recording so late for me? Oh man, okay. So yeah, so I said I was going to go look through my old SD cards, see if I could find anything. I thought at most I'd maybe have 2, maybe 3 attempted weekly blazes. And if I had them, I thought maybe I could make a collective video about like an hour at most. And then I thought also maybe I had 1, if I'm lucky, 2 Pokemon card unboxings that I never released. I went looking for gold, but I struck platinum. There was way more stuff than I thought. You know, situation's dire when I have a can of Pop Out, not just anything else, not water or Polar Pop. If I have a can of Pop Out like I do right there. Oh man, I'll explain what I mean by dire, because trust me, I just had a horrible time with trying to deal with all this, but we'll get to that. So what are my findings from all of this? So first up, so I will say, I didn't get the videos themselves back or anything, but in Christmas of 2017, all of my videos got corrupted. However, there were some parts here and there of some of the videos, specifically the like Christmas itself, like the actual like Christmas video that I made, and then also the Beyblade videos, all 4 of them. Parts of them, for some reason, exist. Not all of the videos, just parts of them. After that, because the Beyblade things were the things that opened first, so I guess after that, the SD card just fully died, but I grabbed everything off of there. So I made a little compilation video, I think I called it, like, Original Christmas 2017 Found Footage, so yeah, I decided, all these videos, by the way, they're unlisted. I just thought this was like a cool extra video just to have, like, it's a cool, like, thing, I think, so why not? Let me actually pull up my, thing here, so yeah, that one, just thought it was like a cool extra video to have. However, Pokemon card unboxings, how many did I have? I actually had 3. I was shocked. I thought one, I thought there was 1. I thought maybe there was a second one, but I thought I might upload that, but the third I had no idea. I thought this was uploaded years ago, but I just never uploaded it, I guess, but so yeah, Pokemon Ultra Beasts GX Premium Collection unboxing. This one's the one that I was unsure of. I thought I might have this one still, but I wasn't entirely sure. Had it though. Also, this is the one that I was like shocked about. That was Pokemon Mega Powers Collection unboxing. This one didn't even know existed. And the one that I thought I might have had, and I did, I don't know why the hell I didn't upload this one. Pokemon Shining Legends Super Premium Collection unboxing. This is actually like a good unboxing for Pokemon card standards. It's also a long video, over 20 minutes long. I feel like this would have been one of my best Pokemon card videos from back then. Like, nowadays, yeah, it doesn't really hold up that well, comparatively, but it could have been something pretty decent, I feel. But no, I just never uploaded it, so, well, who knows how that would have went. Anyway, yeah, I found those. However, then there's the Weekly Blazes. Now, I will just say, in total, not counting just Weekly Blazes, counting everything, I was expecting like an hour and a half most of footage. I had 3.5 hours of footage between 2 SD cards. 2 of them were like blank, the other 2 had stuff on them. Man, so Weekly Blazes. Now, I will say, one of the Weekly Blazes, I actually had uploaded this, I forgot I uploaded this as a private video, but that was the November 7th, 2021 to November 13th, 2021, which I've named, Found Footage of 2021. Yeah, I did have my November 2021 attempt which got derailed pretty heavily. Literally, like the next day, I got some bad news on some stuff, and I was like, just suddenly no longer in the mood for Weekly Blaze anymore. I'll get into the bad news now. It doesn't like matter at all anymore, nor did it even matter that much back then. After like 2 days, so like who cares? But at the time, I was like, oh god. So yeah, I don't want to get into that. But anyway, my plans for Weekly Blaze got derailed because I just happened to pick the 1 week where that could happen. So yeah. But I put that one up. It is now... So I do have my Unlisted Videos playlist, isn't there? But as far as that stuff goes, I have my Unlisted Weekly Blazes, which I put all these in. But also my Weekly Blaze playlist. Yeah, so now I have an episode for 2021 between the one, like, sole full 2020 episode and then all the 2022 ones. So that's just there now. But then we get to the other Weekly Blazes that I actually just found. So I was under the impression that I stopped doing Weekly Blazes right before winter break of 2016, and I did not start up again until June 2018, but I had a few false starts. I thought maybe I could just put them all in like one video. No, I decided to separate all of them. Simply because it just felt like it was warranted. I could have probably combined a couple of them, honestly. I think there's 5. I could have probably combined 2 and 3 as well as 4 and 5, but meh. I feel like because it's like this weird like found footage type of thing that I've called them, I think it's just more fun to leave them all as separate videos, and they're pretty long. I'll go through how long they are. The 2021 one, this one is, let's see, 23 minutes long. It's not that long, but hey, it's not that short either, you know, it's still a decent length. 23 minutes, that's not bad. Like, that's on the shorter, that's like a short Weekly Blaze, but like, it's not like the shortest Weekly Blaze, there's been shorter, so it's not too bad, honestly. But next up, we have, I couldn't believe this one. This one I did actually do more than a week, but that was, so it's over 3 weeks, but it's Weekly Blaze, December 18th, 2016 through January 8th, 2017. Found footage of Christmas 2016. So I started at the end of the week that followed the last week I did for Weekly Blaze 2016. The end of that week. And then I actually did some Christmas Eve and Christmas stuff. Then the last clip was like a few minutes long, and it was in January, so a week after Christmas, but like almost a week late, like almost 2 weeks later. But it was interesting. I'm like, wow, I actually did record in Christmas 2016. Like Christmas Eve and Christmas. And a little bit before and after. That's insane. I've just been sitting on these clips for nearly 8 years now. So now they're public. Well, unlisted, but you know what I mean. Like, they're publicly accessible. I could not believe it. So, that was wild. Then we have my first false start. I remember this one. So this one, I thought would be like 10 minutes, but no. We got Weekly Blaze. March 12th, 2017 through March 18th, 2017. Found footage of March 2017. So yeah, this one's there. Oh, I actually forgot. The Christmas one. This video is 32 minutes, 19 seconds. That's a decently long Weekly Blaze, I would say. Like, not crazy, but still like a decent episode. But the March one is 37 minutes, 42 seconds. This is, again, a decently long Weekly Blaze. It was just kind of, like, most of these were just like 1 day recording sessions, honestly, but still. I clearly recorded a decent bit in March, and I feel like it does go over some interesting stuff. I did kind of talk about some of the stories that I had. I don't think I've told all of them later on either, especially like the one with me being like sick and stuff. And like having like the allergic reaction. I don't know if I told that one after. But, and then like I also talked about like Beyblade Burst God when I was just coming out, which is like, kind of like, that's something I talked about like at the time, and you know, I just never really talked about Beyblade Burst God on Weekly Blazes, because again, by the time I stopped, well, I thought I stopped, it was like late dual airs, and by the time I came back, we were already like early, mid-ish Chosets, so there's that. After this, which I didn't even know I had this, honestly, we have, Weekly Blaze, April 30th, 2017 through May 6th, 2017. Found footage of May 2017. Yeah, the recording day was in May, so I figured I'd just go with May for the title. But so this one, yeah, I happened to record here. Again, I talk a little bit more about Beyblade vs. God. I actually had a few of the God baits by this one, which is really interesting. Talk about some anime stuff, which follow up from what I was talking about before. It was really interesting to hear myself talk about these things, honestly. I know for a lot of people this might not be interesting, but for me it was interesting. This one's a pretty short one. It's the shortest one I had. This one's only 18 minutes and 11 seconds, but again, that's not the shortest one I've ever done. It's still, like, it's definitely probably bottom 10, but it's not last, so interesting to see, for sure. Then, the longest one here, I'm shocked they didn't make this into a full one, honestly. Weekly Blaze, June 18th, 2017 through June 24th, 2017. Found footage of June 2017. This one is 44 minutes, 35 seconds. That's the whole episode right there. That's like a full length, a good length of episode. Like, how did I miss this? I don't know. I don't understand how I skipped over this back then. I honestly forgot I even recorded in July. I thought I recorded like a little bit in the summer at some point, but I didn't think it was that long. I didn't realize in June I recorded for almost 45 minutes. And I have a whole bunch of stuff. I talked about my anime streak, which I said at the time how I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to hit a year of my anime streak, which is the thing I do where I watch anime every single day. I'm trying to see how long I can go before, missing a day. I said I'm going to go for 14 months of it, so I'm going to get through summer 2017, then I'm going to probably quit, because I'm not going to do this for 2 years. Now I've been going for over 8 years. Past self, you screwed up. Anyway, you should have got out when you could. I also thought about ARMS, which had just come out. That's an interesting perspective. Also, probably the biggest thing is Nintendo E3 2017. I mean, I actually apparently had opinions on that, which I just never shared, because, again, this Weekly Blaze just lost for over 7 years. Again, more talk on Beyblade vs. God, which is pretty interesting. And then I had some further discussions on certain things, kind of similar things, which was interesting. But yeah, this is the last one here. Weekly Blaze, July 30th, 2017 through August 5th, 2017. Found footage of July 2017. Again, just when I recorded the Weekly Blaze, mainly in July. The first one I think I did record past midnight into August, but it's basically the 31st for me still, so who cares. This one was 22 minutes and 6 seconds, so again, on the shorter side for Weekly Blaze, but not horrible, especially for like a random one that I just found. And yeah, more of the same stuff there. Again, it's just interesting to hear myself from 2017, I feel. Because it was like this, at least for me, because it was like this missing era that I just had. Like, it was like from December of 16, like mid-December of 16, through early June of 18, nothing. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, actually I had like a half-hour long Weekly Blaze just like sitting there that went from like later December through early January. Then like, oh, actually there's like 4 more that are of varying lengths, of short to decently long, from mid-March, very, very end of April into early May, mid to late June, and then of course very end of July to early August. They're just there. Like, I had opinions on things, some things being kind of topical, like for the time. And then there was a big gap between July, or I guess technically August of 17 through June of 18. I think I did have one more false start in December of 18, or December of 17. That one I don't remember liking. I'm pretty sure I deleted that right after I made it, though. Unfortunately, if I disliked it that much, it probably was kind of bad. But at the same time, I kind of do wish maybe I saved it, but unfortunately, yeah, it wasn't there. And I might have had one more false start earlier in 18 that I just also deleted right away. I think that might have been like March, but I wasn't expecting those. I was pretty certain I deleted them. It was more just stuff that I didn't even know I made, so. Yeah, it was crazy to find all these. Like, yeah, no, I straight up just put out 10 unlisted videos, basically. Like, they're all just there. Like, you got a weird kind of lost, like, corrupted video from Christmas 17. 3 full-length, properly made Pokemon card videos that, I mean, I haven't made one since, like, 2021. Technically 2020, because they were just, leftover videos from the year, but, you know, that's a thing. And also, yeah, six new weekly blazes. One of which being from 21, another kind of missing era. Then, yeah, one from Christmas of 16, and then 4 from 17, all just kind of missing eras. So, yeah. Funny thing is, I actually always had this issue from pretty much when I got my camera in 2013 all the way up until probably when I made the I'm Back video in like July 2020, where I would just make videos, I would just sit on them for months and just not upload them. And I do remember 2017 was the worst year. There were a lot of videos that went up 2 months late. I remember if you went up like 6 months late, it was bad. I think that's just kind of how I lost so many videos. Because the weekly blazes, I got lazy. I wouldn't finish them, which is why there's just so many left over. And again, this kind of habit, it did start around, you know, late 2016, I guess, and you could kind of see that with the Christmas one. But, I mean, the Christmas, like the Corrupted Christmas video, though, that one just kind of is a bonus I made just for the hell of it, but yeah. But like those Pokemon card videos, I remember I had a really bad phase, like, where the last video I uploaded was Halloween of 17, I didn't make another video up until, like, right before Christmas of 17, and I only put up those two videos, which were beta videos, because they were, like, new releases, and, I mean, I had them, like, a month still, but, you know, I finally got them up. Then I got a couple more things right before then as well that I put up, but, since that kind of led into Christmas, and then, like, the whole corruption thing happened, I got really demotivated. So, like, those 3 Pokemon card videos that I just had, I guess 1, and then plus, you know, I had the 2 from Christmas, I just got really demotivated, didn't upload them, and, well, I just never went back to them. And they just sat there for this many years, until I uploaded them now. As unlisted videos, because I don't think they're really up to par to upload, I don't want to spam 10 videos, because, why would I? So now they'll just exist in this weird state forever, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, kind of cool that I even found them, honestly. But yeah. So let's get into the actual story of why I said I had a bad time. So yesterday, right, I made the Corrupted Christmas video, also unlisted instead of privated the 2021 Weekly Blaze that I had, so, you know, technically released that. And then I also grabbed the Christmas Weekly Blaze, that one I actually just had on that SD card as well, the one that kind of broke. But it was, I mean, that was intact, all the old videos were intact. And then also I made the Ultra Beast video, that one was also sitting there intact. So I put those 4 videos up, great. Other SD card had the 5 Weekly Blazes on it, plus, or no, had 4 Weekly Blazes, sorry. Plus the 2 Pokemon card videos as well from Christmas. Anyway, yeah, so I had those 6 videos sitting there, and they would not export from this SD card. Unfortunately as well, this SD card, because of how old it is, was actually formatted to my old laptop. That's like over here, under, it's just like a bottle man stand at this point. But it was formatted for Windows, and you have to reformat it for Mac, but I think it deletes everything, so you have to have a fresh SD card. This I think, I never tried it. I don't really want to. But anyway. So this was an unformatted SD card, so basically you can't upload directly from the SD card to YouTube. You have to export the stuff. Would not export. That's a problem. So I had a few options, and yeah, none of them worked. So I had to resort to the worst possible method. VLC. If you're not familiar with VLC, what this does is basically you can export things through this. However, you don't just export the files, you basically copy them in a sense, but you have to record the video off the SD cards. Luckily, the SD card videos do play. They just couldn't be exported because they were kind of damaged a little bit. I guess the SD card's just really old and just didn't function properly, but anyway. So I had to painstakingly sit through all 6 of those videos in full to record them. It couldn't, like, auto-record or go at, like, 10 times speed and then just, like, slow it down by 10 times. No. Had to actually just sit through all of it. Why? And after that, yeah, you had to do all that. That took hours. And this program is so bad that it decided a great idea would be, let's create files out of these in a TS format. You probably never heard of a TS format. I didn't either. So they export these files in the TS format, Luckily, the TS format is accepted by YouTube. They actually accept it. So I was able to put up the Pokemon card videos just fine. The two. But the Weekly Blazes. Had to edit them. Well, I have two options here. I have iMovie and QuickTime Editor. Because VLC doesn't have an option for combining clips, even if you've already recorded them and have them saved. Anyway. They don't open with QuickTime Player because, again, TS format and also just auto-correct itself to VLC, so that's not working. So I'm like, okay, iMovie's a great option. Guess what? The TS format sucks so bad that iMovie doesn't even take it. Great. So now I had to use like a converter, and this converter was horrible. I think it's like I don't know, it's like handlebar or something. I used this, and it was like, okay, here's like a 20-minute video. It's like, okay, we'll take 25 minutes to convert this to MP4. So I'm like, okay. That's ridiculous. I have a better idea. So my alternative solution, instead of using a converter to do what it's supposed to do, because that's what it should do, it's so slow and awful that I'm like, okay, I'm going to upload the raw, because I had 9 clips total for the 4 Weekly Blazes. I will upload the raw TS clips to YouTube, and I will download all of them from YouTube. Because YouTube automatically corrects them to MP4s, basically, whenever because you could download your own videos without any, like YouTube Premium or whatever. So by downloading your own videos, they autocorrect to MP4. So basically, I was uploading these clips to YouTube, privated, to use it as a as a converter, because the converter sucked too bad, which is hilarious. And yeah, that is what I did. Which is very stupid, but it worked. And after that, I had to upload all 9 of those clips. Then I had to re-download all 9 of them. Then I went into iMovie, because I wanted to add a little bit of text to like the beginning and end, so I used iMovie instead of QuickTime. And with that, I finally, eventually, got all the Weekly Blazes properly edited. It didn't take very long, but after they all rendered, finished, then I had to upload them all back to YouTube now in their proper full forms, combined and whatnot, edited, whatever. And then all of them were done, and now, they're all done. This was a 7-hour process today. Because I quit, yesterday when the SD card didn't work. I got the other stuff up, though. That was today's project, the SD card. Yeah, the other one that was not working properly. That took 7 hours to deal with. I spent 7 hours getting 7-year-old videos off of my camera to put up on as unlisted videos that no one's going to watch. Why did I do this? I just wanted to, honestly. I will say, some of the videos... So, for some reason, the Pokemon card videos are fine, but the Weekly Blazes were not. There are minor audio and visual glitches every now and again in the Pokemon card videos, but like really, really not noticeable. But the Weekly Blazes, the glitches are also pretty small, but the video ones are pretty bad at times. But I don't really mind, because I was mainly just standing there talking when they happen, and like, it almost makes it really feel like found footage, like, oh, this is like really, really deep in the archives, and it's like the footage is half corrupted almost, like, kind of adds to it a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, you know what, I'm not even mad, because like, anytime it happens, it's like generally not when I'm like showing anything important. I'm like standing here like this, and like the video's like all glitched and messed up for a moment. Well, you know what? Like a 7-year-old like found footage video, this kind of works. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even mad. So with that said, I found everything. I found so many videos. So I have 10 new unlisted videos now. One of which is from 2021, Weekly Blaze. Then we have a Weekly Blaze that is mostly from 2016, part from 2017, and then of course, after those, there's the Corrupted Christmas video, the 3 Pokemon card unboxings, and of course 4 Weekly Blazes, all from 2017. All up now. Yeah, they're all very, very old videos, but for the sake of preservation, everything's up, and I believe that's everything I would have had archived. I don't think I would have any other videos just sitting around anywhere. Probably. Fairly confident I might actually go check at some point, honestly, just for the hell of it. Just to see if I, like, miss, like, oh, maybe I just have, like, the December 2017 Weekly Blaze that I quit on, like, for some reason I uploaded that. I doubt it. I don't think I have anything else to offer at this point. I think everything I've made is up now. I don't think anything wouldn't be, but I will check my computer, because that computer does have stuff going back from. Well, 'cause I transfer my files and stuff, so that one it does go back to the very start of October 2016. So any relevant files that I'd have would be there. So I'll check just to be safe. I don't think I'll get anything out of that. But yeah. Anyways, I think this is like a really good 10-year anniversary weekly playlist. I've been going through like the archives, and I literally got six six old weekly playlists out of this. So yeah, I think this is a good 10-year anniversary. I'm not gonna lie. 10-year anniversary involves putting up, you know, six old ones that were previously just missing. So yeah, good anniversary, I'd say. So yeah, we'll come back tomorrow. I will report if I found anything or not. I doubt I will. I think this is everything. I'd be shocked if there's anything else. And yeah, go and end that off tomorrow. Probably won't talk for very long tomorrow. Just want to end it off. But had to give a big update today because I found a ton more than I expected, and it was great. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow to end things off, and yeah, I guess we'll see if that happens. Oh yeah, also I will be recording next week as well, so this isn't like a big deal to end this off. But yeah, this has definitely been a very interesting anniversary stream. I am anniversary weekly blaze, and I am glad it was for the 10-year anniversary because that is just really, really cool. Alright, it's now Saturday at like 4:30 a.m. Yeah, I don't have anything else to talk about this week. Basically, I said everything I wanted to yesterday. I didn't have any other clips that I found either, so it is what it is. Just gonna this weekly blaze here. Definitely an eventful weekly blaze, I'd say, for the 10-year anniversary, because again, did get like 10 old videos found, and most also weekly blazes, so pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's basically it for this this week. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and bye bye.